Hi, good morning. How is everybody today? This is day 2, Tuesday, the 15th of April. It would have normally been tax day, so it's very strange. Um, but I'm happy to be doing yoga with everybody. And I miss teaching. I teach about 10 classes a week, and I miss my students. I've talked to some of them online. So I have a list of different things I'm going to work on. Today, these are my glasses, now I can see me. So today is balance and feel grounded. So I think being balanced and feeling grounded is awesome. I talk about the feet a lot in my classes. My students know that. And for any of you that are joining me, I just want to let you know this is not interactive because I can't work the computer and teach at the same time because then I'll get distracted. So make sure you have your mats and your blocks and anything else you're going to need, and a blanket to sit on. So make sure you have everything all set up. And like I said, today is going to be about being grounded. So I wanted you to start to balance, feel your feet. I don't know if everybody's been out walking or what they've been doing. And like I said, I have heard from some folks. And yeah, that's it. So, as we feel connected and secure in our body by feeling our feet on the ground, it manifests and it becomes immersed in our mind, our mental energy, our spiritual energy, because we're holistic beings. So feel your feet today, feel your legs. Bring your awareness to your glutes and your hips. And as the consciousness of your body moves into your torso, you're working with your chakras, your energy centers. So I did a little write-up on that last night, and that's going to be in the comments. So yeah, so that's where we're going to go today. So I see a few of you online already because I'm sitting near the computer with glasses. So I want to say hi to Lynn and Irma, and the two Anis are here. So welcome, welcome. And if you don't all know already, these are free classes. They're also being posted on my YouTube channel. I sent some of you links to it. So it takes a while to load up and everything, but it's available on YouTube. And I also have, these are free, but if you want to make a donation, I'm going to add my PayPal email into the links, and you can make a small donation. I haven't worked in a month, and if you have it, that's fine. I understand, and if you can, I appreciate it. So also, anybody who wants to comment or ask for something in particular, let me know. I'm also doing some private Zooms with people. So that's one-on-one where I can see you, you can talk to me, and we interact. So that's also available. So I see a few folks are on, and I wanted to start in a timely manner. We'll probably run about an hour. It's so funny, I intended these classes to last only about 40 minutes, and I was just so happy to teach yesterday. So let's all get started. So go over to your mats and sit comfortably. And we're going to start with some breathing practices. So you're going to close your eyes and sit up comfortable. And just first start to watch your breath. And as you watch your breath this morning, create an intention for clear, mindful consciousness to enter you and protect you and guide you through your practice. So again, stay centered and create a clear intention for peace and love to enter your body as you practice, for only higher energy, good energy to come in, the divine. And just start to watch your breathing. So just watch the breath flow in and out through the nostrils. Let your shoulders relax, feel your heart center lift, and feel grounded through your sits bones. They might feel even, they might not feel even. Have no judgment on your practice. Just be aware. Please do only what's comfortable today. Do not go beyond your comfortable energy level. If your body tells you it's time to stop and take a break, listen to your body. Shanti's breathing, sorry. So listen to your body. And then begin your 3-part breath, breathing abdomen, rib cage, upper chest, excuse me. Once one dog starts to bark, the whole neighborhood barks around here. So breathing into your abdomen, rib cage, upper chest. Feel your abdomen expand slightly. Feel the knees begin to drop gently. And we're going to add a count to the breath this morning. So breathing, as you breathe in, you're going to count in your mind. Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, whatever you reach on your inhalation comfortably. Remember, always be comfortable. And as you exhale, exhale the same count of breath, allowing the belly to soften on the inhalations, heart center lifts. And at the end of your exhalations, lifting your pelvic floor as you tone the navel center back towards your spine. If you're not used to the 3-part breath, just feel the belly expand gently and feel the belly contract gently on the exhale. Feel your jaws start to soften and feel the spine elevate. Feel the crown of the head elevate, keeping the shoulders back and down and the heart center open. The body is tall and erect but very relaxed. The end of your next exhale, as you begin your inhale, we're going to double the exhale. So if your inhale was to a count of 5, exhale to a count of Om 10. So we're counting Om 1, Om 2, Om 3, Om 4, Om 5. Whatever you reach, please even make sure your breath is comfortable. Feel grounded in your sit bones. Feel grounded and connected to your body as you breathe. They say the breath is the bridge between the mind and the body. So take full advantage of conscious breathing. Continue to lengthen your exhales. Longer exhales activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the nervous system which allows you to relax. You can control the body's functionality with your breath. That makes you a very powerful person, a very powerful being. At the end of your next full, long exhalation, you're going to stay connected to your breath as we practice today. And first, I want to say, listen to my voice. If you Forget what's right side, left side. Just do the opposite side. It's all good, but just be as aware and as centered and focused as you are in the moment. So let's gently drop the right ear to the right shoulder, and just take your right hand to your left ear and just gently let the weight of the hand draw the head down, and drop your left shoulder. It's back and down. Feel and notice the gentle stretch. Never pull, never strain, always gentle and comfortable. Listen to your body, do only what's comfortable. Slowly release your right hand, bring your head to center, and drop the left ear to the left shoulder. Shoulders are back and down, heart is open and high. Drop, take the left hand to the right ear, and let that right shoulder relax. Sitting tall, shoulders are back and down. Where's that breath? Make sure you're breathing soft and comfortably. Keep breathing. Release your left hand, raise your head to center. We're going to gently turn the head, moving with the breath. So see if you can start the movement as the breath begins and finish the movement as the breath ends, moving very slowly and rhythmically. You don't have to use 3-part breath if it's not part of something you're used to. Do what's comfortable for you today in the moment. So let's take a gentle, full inhale, shoulders back and down, and exhale, slowly turn your head to the left. As you inhale, slowly rotate the head back to center. And exhale, slowly turning to the right. Sitting tall. Continue this at your own comfortable pace for a few more rounds. Exhaling as you gently turn, still tucking the tummy, lifting the pelvic floor at the end of the exhales. And as you inhale, you're coming back to the center, lengthening the spine, keeping erect through the vertebra. And the next time you inhale to center, you can stay there. And we'll do another movement for the neck and shoulders. I'm sure if you've been on your keypads, these practices will be helpful. And you can replay this video on YouTube anytime you want. Just play the parts that you feel you want to loosen up. So the next movement, we're going to take the shoulders back and down. We're going to inhale, gently lift the chin. And exhale, tuck the chin back. Avoid dropping the chin forward. So what you'd like to do is keep the neck long and tuck the chin back. You want to keep your cervical spine long. The skull moves on the axial atlas, and all we're doing is exhaling, tucking, inhaling, lifting, lengthening the cervical spine. Avoid dropping the head back and the chin up. We want to create length as we move through this practice. Exhale, tucking. Inhale, lifting. Shoulders are still back and down. And come on to center. So, I'm going to tilt the screen down a little because we're going to work on some part of the joint freeing series. Hi. So we do this in classes all the time. A lot of you who take my classes know this. And this actually helps to pump the lymphatic system because I've been a reflexologist for about 20 years now. And the tops of the feet are part of the lymph system. So joint freeing series is part of a practice my teacher Mukunda Stiles got from his teacher through Krishnamacharya. So heels are pressing down gently. You're going to exhale, point the toes. Inhale, flex, spread the toes. Palms are pressing, that you're not leaning back, you're pressing into the palms, arms are long. So exhale as you point, make sure you're tucking the tummy. Inhale, flex, spread those toes. So you really want to spread your toes wide. Feet are hip distance apart. Keeping the heels down avoids you from locking your knee joints. When we just lift the heels, we actually lock the joints. We're not using muscle. So feel your muscles. Watch what you're doing. Press through the palms. Hands are wider than your shoulders, so you're not locking the joints of the shoulders. And come on to center. So today we're going to separate the feet a little bit, a little wider than the hips, and we're going to turn them in so they almost touch. And you're going to slowly, without moving your thighs or your knees, you're only going to circle the ankles away from each other. And see if you can exhale as you point. Inhale, come up and around. Moving as slowly as you can with your breath. Moving as slowly as you can with your breath. Connecting the breath with movement helps to balance the mind, body, and spirit. And circle the opposite direction. Slowly. Remember, your knees and thighs are still. It doesn't look like this. We're not moving from the hips. We're only circling the ankles. Good. Come on to center. And you're going to slowly bring the soles of the feet together. Sit up tall and forward hinge. Gently press the knees towards the floor using your external hip rotators, part of your gluteus medius. You're pressing the knees down. Using your muscles, never your joints. Reach your arms out to get a nice stretch this morning, extending. Let the shoulders relax, but extend the arms. You can even walk your fingertips forward. And take both hands over to your left. Reach out through your right arm. Reach, feel the stretch. Make sure your shoulders don't tilt. You want the shoulders parallel to the floor so the body's even. Come on back through center. Take it over to the right. Reach out through your left arm and extend. Breathe. Still tucking the navel center, lifting the pelvic floor at the end of each and every exhale. Let your head relax. If you feel any discomfort in the head or neck, please relax the head or neck. Come on through center, and that's for any posture, any position you feel any discomfort. Come out of the pose completely. Let's walk our hands back up. Good. And let's do a gentle twist. Twists are very balancing. So you're going to stretch out your left leg, and you're going to just turn gently to the left. Take your left hand behind you and put the right hand on the outside of the left leg. Now we're still flexing the foot because our asanas should go to the tips of our fingers and beyond, to the tips of our toes and our heels and beyond. Don't stop at your ankles and your wrists because your hands and feet would be very upset with you. So turning to the left, sitting tall, draw your shoulders back and down. Put a little back bend in your upright position and come on through center. Switch sides, stretch out your right leg, bend the left knee, and just a gentle turn to the right. Look over your right shoulder and make sure gently press that left knee down. So using your muscles only to your comfortable point. Don't go beyond your edge. Shoulders back, lift the heart. Press down into the back of that right leg. Come on through center. Stretch both legs out. Feet are hip distance. We don't put the feet together in structural yoga because you lock all the joints. So we want to use our muscles. Feet are in line where the insertion of the legs come out of the hips when we're standing, when we're seated, and when we're lying down. So sit up tall, shoulders back, just forward hinge, and gently press the backs of your calves and heels into the mat. Draw your shoulders back. Where's that breath, everybody? You're massaging your internal organs. And just gently press yourself up. And we're going to come on to all fours. Now, if you're home and you're on a hard floor and you need to put a towel under your knees, do so. So you can go grab one. I have a little weird thing on my screen. I'm just going to cancel that. How's everybody doing? So we're going to come on to all fours for cat and cow. Now, if you have a block, you can use your blocks. I brought some blocks out today. So you're going to put a block between your upper thighs. This is where your psoas begins. It moves up through your iliac crest all the way up into your 12th vertebra. It's the large, long muscle that connects your torso to your legs. It moves you through space, and it's a very emotional muscle. So if these times are challenging or just different for you, releasing it is going to be really, really positive. As a yoga therapist, it's one of my favorite muscles, and after 5 tummy operations, it's really helped me to really connect to my psoas. You have one on each side. I was asked that question by a student. Yes, you have one on each side. So, come on to all fours. Let's see. Let's go this way. Okay. So, pressing through the tops of the feet. Make sure your knees are right under your hips. Gently squeeze the block and press the tops of the feet to the floor. Now, a lot of schools of yoga tell you shoulders, hands under your shoulders like this. Now, my shoulders are very locked. The way I teach, our hands are a little wider, so we have spaciousness through the joint of the shoulder. And we bend the elbows slightly to hug the upper back muscles. So cat and cow is one of my favorite poses. It's good for what ails you, everybody. So press the tops of the feet. Press the shins towards the floor. You're going to lift your lower, middle, upper back. Look back towards the knees as you exhale. As you inhale, drop the abdomen, rib cage, upper chest. Draw the shoulders back, gaze up last. Shoulders are far from the ears. Keep hugging the block gently and pressing the tops of the feet. As you exhale, lift the lower, middle, and upper back, looking back at the knees. And as you inhale, drop the abdomen, rib cage, upper chest, gaze up, shoulders back. Now see if you can move the body. Start the movement when the breath begins and finish the movement as the breath ends. Continue to draw the shoulders back. Don't forget to press your feet, everybody. Hug the block, press the feet. You're strengthening your core muscles. Now you're not leaning into your hands, you're pushing away through the palms, just like we did in Dandasana in the previous pose. Nice full deep breaths. You're undulating your spine, one vertebra at a time, using the muscles of the core to help move the spine gently and safely. Move as slowly and comfortably as you can. Fingers are spread wide. Come on, you guys, spread your fingers. I know a lot of my students forget about their hands. Hands and feet. Today's about balance. And let's all come to center now. We're going to remove the block from between the thighs. And we're going to do some gentle balancing postures. So knees are hip distance. You're going to take your right leg back. Let's see how I can get an angle here. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Take your right leg back. Shoulders are back and down. Now, if this is enough for you, stay here. Now, make sure your toe's not turning out to the side. It's pointing straight down. That means your hips are in alignment. Shoulders back, and see if you can raise your left arm forward. Breathe. Press the top of the left foot down. If you're finding a challenge, you're feeling wobbly, press the top of that left foot down. Tuck the tummy. Don't let your legs swing out to the side. Hug the thighs towards each other and extend the right leg back. Slowly release. And if you need to come out of a pose before I give you the signal for any posture, come out slowly and comfortably the way you came into it. Continue to breathe fully. Come back onto all fours if you have come off of them. Extend your left leg back. Let's see, here we go. Left leg back. And reach the right arm forward. Nice deep breaths. Palm faces inward. Extend the thumb. And your left shoulder is back. Press either through the left heel or you can point the toes. Try, if you feel wobbly, press the top of that right foot down. Press the knee. Feel what it's like to try to press the right knee into the floor. Connects you to your core. Breath is smooth. And slowly release. Take a gentle child's pose. Extend the arms. Tuck the tummy. Now, if you can't do child's pose, just stay on all fours and do gentle rounding of cat and cow. Make sure your fingers are spread wide. You always want to spread the palms. Helps to strengthen your forearms. So we're going to do another round, and for those of you who might be a little more advanced, I'm going to add a little something special. We're going to have a little fun, as I say in my classes. So, let's go this way. I'm trying to find my right groove here, folks. So, we're going to take the right leg back. Right leg back. Left arm forward. This is not good. Okay, right leg back, left arm forward. There we go. Breathe. Flex the foot. Don't let that leg sink. Use the glute and the hamstring to raise the leg. Now, if you'd like, you can reach back and around for the right foot with the left hand. Press the hip down. Breathe. Smile. Are you breathing? Press this left foot down. So use that left foot. And release. Take the left foot back. Reach the right arm forward. Lengthen. Lengthen the left leg out of the hip. Reach around with the right hand for the top of the foot and press the foot up into the hand. Breathe. Smile. Try to keep your hips square. Press the top of the right foot down. Shoulders back and release. Slowly press back into a child's pose. Nice full deep breaths. And slowly come on up. So you can stay in child's pose if you'd like a few more breaths. I'm going to come on up to standing and adjust the camera. But before I do, what I'd really like to do, which a lot of my students love, is massaging our feet. I get a lot of requests for that. So we're going to bend our knee, our right knee, and just take the foot onto your lap. Now, if you can't do that and you have a block, you just want to rest the foot on the block, you're going to make knuckles, make a fist, make knuckles, and just hold the right foot, and you're going to rub down the surface of the foot. We're starting to get our foot ready to say you're going to be aware today. We're going to give you a little more circulation. So just gently rub down. Don't forget the sides. And then take your palm, spread your fingers, and put your fingers inside your toes. And you're going to circle them around. Circle the ankle. Circle them the opposite way. Stay mindful of your breath. And release. Good. Stretch out the right leg, bend the left knee. And you're just going to take a fist with the right hand and hold the toes of the left foot and just rub down. So I'm just rubbing down. This helps digestion. So reflexologist, this actually works the entire body. Don't forget your heel so you can go poop. And then take a fist, spread it out, and put your fingers in between each of your toes. So get them in there. You're using hands for toe spreaders. And then you're just going to circle, however you want to circle it. And wiggle it back and forth. Get some movement and blood flowing. And there you go. So one last thing I just came to me. I never plan my classes. I just kind of have a theme. But my students always love this. And we're going to actually move more of the circulation in the limb system. So come onto your hands and knees one more time. And your tops of the feet are on the floor. So the instep. And you're going to pat your feet slowly. Here we go. Tap, tap, tap. I don't want to go too loud. My neighbors will wonder what the heck I'm doing. Good. And then curl your toes and push back. Get a nice stretch through the toes. And we're going to come up to standing. If you'd like, you can come into a downward dog first. So spread the palms, curl the toes, and lift the sit bones. Feet are still hip distance apart. And then walk your feet forward to meet your hands. And come on up to standing. So we're going to find our balance, being grounded. So feet are hip distance. Palms to your heart. Tadasana, mountain pose. You're going to just gently rock side to side, finding the even distribution of the weight through the soles of your feet. So we have four corners of the feet. We have the base of the big toe, the base of the pinky, the inner heel, and the outer heel. So you want to find the same amount of weight in both feet on all 4 points. Toes are spread and come to center. Namaste. We're going to rock forward and back. Sometimes we stand like this in our toes. We feel weight in our knees and our toes, and we want to put the weight, again, evenly through the heels and the toes at the same time. So spreading the toes, coming to center. Do only what's comfortable. Be very gentle with yourself and only go to your comfortable edge. I keep reinforcing that. Somebody mentioned that to me yesterday. And I said that's because people sometimes were not aware that we're going beyond where we should be going. So less is always more in yoga because we can become more mindful. So this is a fun pose to do. It's a movement. We're going to come up on our toes, lifting up, and then rock on our heels. Reach back, lift the toes. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, reach back, lift the toes up. Come on up. I'm actually lifting the balls of my feet off the floor, balancing on my heels when I come back. So that'll keep you moving. Feel your feet. And come on up. Fun, right? So palms to the heart. We're going to take the right foot forward. And I'm going to tip the camera down a little more so we can see my feet. Because feet are important. My students know this. So we're going to take the right foot forward. Now, if you have blocks, you can put a block on either side of your foot. Okay. So the right foot is forward. And today we're going to take the arms behind the back. Because if we've been sitting like this for so long, I've been painting a lot, so I've been doing a lot of that. I find the opening of the heart center very, very, very relaxing. It feels really good. So you see my feet are hip distance. They're not one behind the other because that's not how my hips are built. So my feet are still hip distance here and here. So bend the front knee, reach both arms up, and then take them behind your back and hold either opposite elbows or opposite wrists. Open the heart and hug your shoulder blades together gently. So the front knee is bent, and we're going to forward hinge. Keep extending through the left heel. Keep the right knee in line with the ankle. And inhale, come on up. So that's a little bit of balance, everybody. Now a lot of bit of balance. We're going to hinge forward with a straight leg. So make sure your hips aren't turned. You're not, see how my shoulders are off center? You want the shoulders parallel and the hips parallel in the same line. So be really mindful of that. And you're going to come down forward with a straight leg. Only come halfway down. Then take your hands and you can bring them onto your blocks. Now, if this is too low for you, maybe you need to bring them here. So some of you guys have to move your blocks in line with your feet. I just know that from teaching for so many years. They're not forward. They're right next to the foot. Okay? And then you're going to take that right hip back and hinge down. You're going to take the block on the left side, place it flat on the floor or higher, whichever works for you. You're going to place your left hand on it and reach the right arm up. Twisting triangle. Now avoid taking the right hip out to the right. You want the hips to move back in space, feeling a stretch through the back of your hamstring and your calf muscle. Make sure you're anchoring that left heel and make sure you're breathing. Now, if you're proficient in this, you could just bring your hand inside the foot, or if you're really proficient, take your hand outside the foot for a twisting triangle. Bend the front knee gently and slowly come on up. So I always have people bend the knee. It's a safer way to come up. If that's not your choice, that's fine. So we're going to float the left foot forward, and we're going to bring the left foot inside the calf. Or you can bring the heel to the ankle. Breathe. I'm going to back up a little so you can see my hands. So you're going to take the foot to the calf. Now, if you're home and you're doing a tree pose and you're going like this, you're not really using your muscles. So you want to use your muscles to lift the knee up and place it inside the thigh. If you're just pulling it, you can pull your knee and you're not really strengthening the hip flexor muscle. So from here, reach both arms up. I know you can't see my arms, my fingers, but make the arms wider than the shoulders and breathe. Keep lifting your pelvic floor. Press down into your right heel. So whichever version you're doing, to the calf or heel to the ankle, press down through the right calf. Feel the muscles of the right leg working. And release. Feet hip distance, palms to the heart. Always go back to those long exhales. They bring your body back to balance. We're going to take the right foot forward. Whoops, sorry. I know somebody's out there saying we did that side already, so that's why I missed my students. So we're going to take the left foot forward, Bend the front knee, take both arms behind you, hold opposite elbows or wrists. Front knee is bent at 90 degrees. Never bring your knee forward. You want to avoid this. Knee doesn't go forward, knee in line with the ankle. So as you press down into the heel, you feel your hip flexor activate. It's really cool how the body works. I love, love, love teaching yoga and helping people align and redefine their bodies. So draw the shoulder blades towards each other as you hinge forward and draw your hip back. Make sure their weight is in the left heel. Make sure the weight is in the right heel. Breathe. You'll feel a gentle stretch and maybe strengthening inside the left hip flexor. And inhale, come on up. Straightening the front leg. Take your blocks alongside the left leg this time. Hands are behind you once again. And you're going to forward hinge over that leg. And then release the arms. Come on all the way down. If you'd like to get a wider stretch, take the back heel back more and just forward hinge over that left leg. Breathe. Find your smooth, even breath. We're going to take the block inside the left foot. Place the right hand on the block and reach the left arm up, anchored through the soles of the feet. Again, you can use whatever position you'd like, fingers to the floor or hand outside of the leg. Keep taking that left hip back. You don't want to scooch out to the side. Hips are square. And bend the front knee, press through the back heel. Come on all the way up. And I'm just going to kick the block aside. Taking, excuse me. Taking the heel to the ankle, foot to the calf. Or again, if you're going to go to the upper thigh, lift the knee upward, rotate it out, and place the foot inside your thigh. Don't use your hands. That means your hip flexors are not strong enough. You want to create strength and don't sink down. Lift up through the pose, straightening that left leg. And slowly release. Palms to the heart. Close the eyes and breathe. Long exhales always bring you back to balance. So, just want to check the time because I'd like to do some seated postures, but since today is about feeling grounded, we're going to really focus on feeling grounded in our seated postures. So once again, I'm going to adjust the camera down. Go. Hi. And we're going to do seated forward bends. And we want to feel grounded even as we're seated before we go into our deep relaxation. Again, I have a longer deep relaxation on my YouTube channel where this will be posted later today. And you can do that. It's a full half hour. So what we're going to do is we're going to stretch both legs out. There we go. And feeling grounded, you want to really sit into your sit bones. Now, if you have problems sitting upright, I know some of my students do, please, now is a good time to sit up on your blankets or your pillows. Because when you raise your hips up, it allows you to hinge a little bit more with comfort. Now, if your knees are off the floor, roll a towel or a blanket underneath. You want to avoid hyperextending the joints of the knees. Okay, so that's for those of you who need to sit up a little. So we're going to stretch both legs out, and you're going to bend the right leg and take the right leg out to the right. So did you all notice I didn't use my hands again? Like I said earlier in tree pose, some people just grab it and pull it. Now that's not very yogic, it's not very mindful. You want to draw the knee back and feel the right hip flexor engage as you sit up tall, and then rotate it out. That shows you how strong you are in the muscles of your hip flexors, which also protect your lower back. My yoga therapist is coming out, it always does in my classes. So you want to take the foot to the inner thigh and press the back of the left calf and heel into the mat as you press the right knee down. You're going to turn your torso towards the extended leg, reach both arms up. Let's lock our thumbs today without lifting the shoulders, and hinge from your left hip flexor. So your left hip flexor, you can put your finger in your left hip flexor to make sure the muscle is engaged. Come down only to where you're comfortable, and then release your arms, head, neck, and chest. Breathe gently and deeply. Now make sure you're extending through the left heel and draw the left sit bone back. You're creating space in the area where the bone meets the hips, right? Where your femur bone connects to your sacrum and your iliac crest, your hips. You want to create space so the muscles engage and you're not grinding your joints. You've heard of people having hip replacements. It's because we need to learn to use our hip muscles. So breathe, lengthening forward, shoulders back, and keeping the left foot flexed gently. Press the leg into the mat. Feel the energy, feel the muscles work. Breathe. Draw your shoulders back. Let the neck relax. If you'd like a bigger stretch, you're going to move your right foot away from the inner thigh like so. I used just my muscles. I didn't pull it. And then I'm going to hinge forward again. There's a bigger stretch through the right side of the body over here. And I like a little bit more of a stretch, so I'm going to gently extend. I said gently, extend the right arm. You never go into your fullest expression of the pose immediately. You unwind into it. Breathe. Tucking the tummy with your exhale still. Lifting your pelvic floor at the end of the exhale still. And relax your shoulders. Breathe into the stretch that you feel on the right side of the waist as you press your right knee towards the mat and press the back of the left leg into the earth. As you breathe deep, you're massaging your stomach, spleen, and pancreas. So use that beautiful deep breath you've cultivated through the whole practice today. And let it move forward and carry you through your day and your week, bringing you life and vitality. Slowly release the hand, bring your arms alongside your ears, and use the upper back muscles to lift you up out of the pose. Release your arms. We're going to do the other side, and I'm going to spin around. So stretch both legs out. And again, use your left hip flexor. You're going to bend the left knee, feeling that muscle engage, and then rotate the knee out to the left as you sit up tall. Make sure you're sitting comfortably on something if you need to, as I said earlier. You're going to reach both arms up. Press the back of the right leg into the mat. Press the left knee down. Lock your thumbs. Lift the heart and hinge from your right hip flexor. Avoid this. Avoid rounding the back. This is not the pose. The pose is drawing the heart forward with a long spine. When you come down to where you're comfortable, release your arms. Continue to press the right sit bone down, but extend the right heel forward, creating space in your hip sockets. Make sure your right foot is upward. It's not pointing to the right. Breathe. A little energy. Maybe it's shaking a little because the muscles are feeling the strain. Be gentle. Breathe. You're massaging liver and gallbladder here. So breathe deeply as you extend your spine and draw your shoulders back. And bring the arms alongside the ears, lock the thumbs, and squeeze the upper back muscles as you use the inhale to come on all the way up. Release. So we're going to move into a spinal twist and finish with a forward bend today. I like to try to keep these just about an hour. So let's stretch both legs out. And you're going to bend your right knee and take it over your left. Now, I've been saying this through practice. If you're not used to working with me as a client or a student, I work with hip distance. I don't work with locking everything so I can get the pose done. I find my muscles and I create strength and control so that my body and mind get stronger from that awareness. So I'm going to bend my right knee and take it over the left. I always see my students do this. But then I make them put their legs out and their legs are crossed. So you want to keep your hips in alignment. That's the function of this alignment. And again, notice I didn't use my hands. I'm using my muscular strength. I gently hug the knee to sit up taller. I take my left arm around my right knee. I reach the right arm up and I take it behind me, not next to me, behind me. I take the right hip forward a little as I turn to the right. Sometimes we pull the right hip back, which brings the hips out of alignment. Use your upper thighs and press the right foot into the floor. Shoulders are back. Press the back of that left leg and heel down into the mat. It gives you the feeling of being grounded. We're still using our feet. Even in this posture, be aware of your feet. Lift your pelvic floor with your exhalations and relax the shoulders with your inhalations and your exhalations too. Inhale, come on through center. So this is a little more advanced. If some of you would like to try, you're going to take your right foot to the top of the thigh, press the right knee down, reach both arms up, and gentle forward hinge over your left leg. Ardha Padmasana, half lotus. And inhale, come on up. And if you want to get a little fancy, take your hands behind you and lift the leg. Yes, with the knee bent, and take it down. Stretch it out. Do only what's comfortable. We're going to bend the left knee. Take it over the right. Remember, don't move this leg. So when I uncross them, hips are in alignment. Hug the knee with the arm. Reach the left arm up. Take the left hip forward by pressing the left foot down, anchoring the right leg, and turning to the left. Nice deep breaths. Keep your hips square, draw your shoulders down, and really press that left foot down. Feel the left inner thigh, breathe deeply. Shoulders back. If you need to come out of a pose before I give the signal, do so as slowly as we came into it, please. And inhale through center. You're going to take the you're going to take the left foot onto your right thigh. So bringing it up. You can move it up a little. Don't yank. Move gently. Flexing the right. Reach both arms up. Press the right knee down. The left knee. Mine doesn't go down as well as the other side. Forward hinge. Breathe. That's why we do yoga, to balance both sides of the body, which in turn balances both sides of the mind. Look forward. Reach the arms out. Come on up. Take your hands behind you and give it a little lift. Oh yeah, hello. Come on down, stretch both legs out. Reach both arms up, inhale. Walk your sit bones back. Press the legs and heels down. Really activate the legs all the way to the feet. Feel grounded. And forward hinge. Keep drawing the sit bones back. Tuck the tummy, flex the feet, and come into your gentle forward bend. We're going to stay here and breathe as you massage all your internal organs. Relax your shoulders. Let the weight of the body pull you forward. Do not pull yourself down. Somebody's pulling themselves down. Press the sit bones down and lengthen your heart forward. Feel those hip flexors activate. When you strengthen the hip flexors and the core, you protect your lower back. I'll be doing a class on that next week. Notice where you feel tense and relaxed. Reach both arms out. Come on all the way up. And release your arms. So we're going to do one final pose before we come into Shavasana. And that's bridge pose. So you're going to bend the knees. And before you come down, flex your feet. Flexing the feet, very important. Pressing the heels down activates the psoas, your legs, so really using your feet. Today was about feeling grounded. Be kind to your feet. They take you everywhere. Maybe they're not taking you as far as you used to go these days, but they're still there and they need to be activated. They connect you to the earth. They connect you to feeling grounded. So hands under the knees. We're just going to exhale, round the spine. Straighten the arms, relax the shoulders, and inhale, come on up. Reach the arms up if you'd like, and exhale down, or you can stay with hands behind the knees. Inhaling up. Feel yourself rolling over your sit bones. When you come on up, you're using your hip flexors. My sit bones are uneven from different surgeries, from accidents, so mine go do-do-do, do-do-do, not at the same time. Come on up. You're going to make sure your feet are going to be at the edge of your mat. Bend your knees once more and roll down slowly, pressing the heels, connecting to your core, and you're going to bend both knees. Feet are underneath your knees. Palms face upward, shoulders back. Make sure your heels are close to your buttocks and push through the soles of the feet as you lift your lower, middle, and upper back. Do not turn your head in this pose. Press through the soles of the feet, the heels, and the toes. Feel the upper thighs hug. Draw the shoulders into the mat. So feel the upper arms pressing into the mat as you lift the thighs higher. And you're going to undulate the spine as we did earlier in cat and cow. And you're going to curl each vertebra down. Keep pressing your shoulders back. Take 2 or 3 or 4 breaths to come down. Keep the knees hip distance. Don't let them splay out. Hug those upper thighs towards each other without them touching, and let the waist roll down before the lower back. Keep your sacrum grounded. Just draw your knees to the hands or hands behind your thighs and rock side to side. Take your feet to the floor, and you are going to settle in for Shavasana. So you can put a blanket on you. Get comfortable. We're going to do a gentle awareness in our Shavasana today. Again, if you'd like a full guided deep relaxation, you can go to my YouTube channel. So settle yourself in comfortably. And we're going to do something called Segrasavasana, which we tense and tighten and then release body parts all together. So you're going to squeeze your feet and your legs really tight. Don't raise them yet. Just squeeze the feet and legs as tight as you can. Lengthen the legs out. Now inhale, raise them only an inch. Exhale, release them. Let them go. Roll them from side to side and forget all about them, but find them a comfortable spot. Without lifting them, make tight fists with your hands. Squeeze the fist. Now open the fingers wide, stretch the fingers wide, reaching them all the way down to the toes. We have not lifted the arms. Stretch the arms away from the shoulders. Now make tight fists again and squeeze the shoulders up into the ears. Now raise the arms off the floor an inch, inhale, exhale, release. Roll the arms side to side. Find any place that's comfortable for you to leave them and let them be. Take a deep breath into your lower belly. Fill it with air, more air, more air. Hold the breath. Open the mouth, let it gush. And now we're going to squeeze the buttocks really tight, tight, tight. Squeeze it as tight as you can and let it relax. Once again, we're going to breathe only into the belly. Imagine a big, beautiful colored balloon. Breathe into the belly, fill it up with air, more air, more air. Hold the breath. Take in more air. Let it gush out. Move that balloon into the upper chest region. Fill it with air, more air. Keep breathing, filling it up. Feel the diaphragm stretch. Hold the breath. Take in more air. Let it gush out. Squeeze all the facial muscles towards the tip of your nose. Squeeze them really tight, 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 like you just ate something really sour. And release. Now, without opening your eyes, raise your eyebrows as high as you can. Stretch your tongue out all the way out to touch your chin. Stretch. Keep stretching. And release. Gently roll your head side to side. Find a comfortable place and forget all about it. So we went over the body physically. We're going to give it a mental check now. So make a commitment not to move till the end of deep relaxation. And bring your awareness to your toes. Softening your toes. Tops of the feet relax as this wave of relaxation moves through the soles of the feet. Heels, ankles. Feel the large joint of the ankle relax. We worked on our feet and grounding today. Let the feet really relax now. They'll work later. This wave of relaxation moves through your shins and your calves. The belly of the calf just melts into the mat. Your knees and your thighs relax. Feel the large joint of the knee relaxing completely. As we relax the joints, we are able to let more blood flow, more oxygen into the muscles, joints, tendons, and tissue. This wave of relaxation moves into the thighs, the top, the back, the front, and the inner thighs relax. The buttocks, hips, and pelvis relax as this wonderful wave of relaxing energy moves through them. And now the relaxation energy moves into the tips of your fingers, softening the tips of your thumb, index, middle, ring, and pinky finger completely. Softening your palms. The joint of the wrist relaxes. Your forearms soften and relax completely. Large joint of the elbow relaxes. Feel the upper arms release and relax. And the shoulders melt away from the torso. Just feel how the heart opens a little more as the arms feel just heavy and weighted because they're so relaxed. This wave of relaxation moves through the abdomen and the lower back, through the rib cage and the middle back, and through the upper chest, upper back, and the shoulder blades. Relax, relax. It's safe to relax. This wave of relaxation moves through the neck and the throat, relaxing the vocal cords, giving the vocal cords a rest. This wave of relaxation moves through the jaw. Open your mouth slightly, release your jaw. And this wave of relaxation moves through the chin, lips, cheeks, nose, eyes, eyelids, eyebrows, and forehead becomes so smooth. Relax. Your temples get very, very soft. Your ears relax. Even your earlobe becomes very, very relaxed. Scan the body for any space that needs a little more attention and just ask it to relax, let go, and release. Relax. The breath is calm and silent. Only you can barely hear yourself breathe. It's almost inaudible. You're so relaxed. Notice any movements or currents of sensation that you feel as you rest in pure stillness. Take the next few moments to be in stillness. So relaxed. So relaxed. Slowly begin now to deepen your breathing, coming out of stillness slowly. wiggling your fingers and toes. Move gently and slowly out of stillness. Gently moving your arms and your legs, giving yourself a big stretch or a big hug or both. Just hug the body. You deserve both right about now. And you can bend your knees gently and rock side to side. And roll to your right so we can safely come up from the right side. But as you're on the right side today, take a moment for gratitude for bringing yourself to a practice to help you feel grounded, to feel connected to your true inner self, to all that is love and positive in you. Give yourself that gratitude of self-care. And gently push yourself up to a seated position. We'll join in a closing chant. We'll chant for peace, inner peace, outer peace, and for universal peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om. I wish all of you peace and love, good health and happiness. And as I say, lots of fun. So do something fun for yourself. If you have any questions about the class or you'd like to work private one-on-one, just private message me, text me, and we'll set something up via Zoom. I honor you all for being here, and I'll be here tomorrow at 10:30, or you can catch me repeat of this on YouTube. I'll put the YouTube link in the bottom once we download. Thank you so much. I miss you all. And thank you any newcomers who are here. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste.